This is Jonathan Agger, Fit for Pro Boxing Fans, joined by James Tennyson. I've seen you doing some of the media over there. I think we're glad to see you sort of back in the mix. Do you miss it? Obviously, you're retired at the minute.
Retired, you know what? I'll be honest, I'm enjoying retirement. Eating what I want, doing what I want. A bit of time with the family, a bit of time with the girlfriend and the child, and I can't really complain. But don't get me wrong, yeah, you miss it. You know what? I'm still up, I'm still training. I go up to the gym, help train the lads, still do a bit of training myself, and keep myself relevant in it, but I'm enjoying retirement, but I do miss it at times, I've been boxing 21 years, it's a long time, so it's only right to miss it slightly,
What sort of prompted that decision? Because before, obviously, the Strathmore fight, there was talk, even Johnny Nelson over there was talking about Gervonta Davis and things like that, and there was high hopes, and then you took the loss, and then you sort of called it a day. What sort of prompted that decision?
It wasn't the loss, it was nothing to do with the Strathmore loss, it was just a few factors and a few things going on outside the ring and family, and just a few things outside the ring. It was a long, hard decision. I sat down with my team, my family. I shed a few tears along the way. It was a tough decision to make. But it was nothing to do with the loss or whatever. I was back training. I had a good break. I was back doing a bit of training, and if I had come back, I would have been moving up in weight, but just a few factors outside the ring helped me make a decision. It was a tough one, but the right one.
Like you say, back in doing some training with the boys and stuff, could you see yourself coming back in 2023? Do you have the hunger still, if sort of the right offer was made potentially?
I don't know. I don't know. It's a tough one. It was a tough decision to make at the start, so it would be an even tougher decision to make to come back. Then I don't know. Do you know what? I'm always up. I'm up training all the time. I'm still up keeping boxing relevant, like I said, training with the lads. So I don't know. For now, no. Just enjoying life outside the ring. I'm still involved. I've still got my foot in the door with boxing.
And what do you make of the sort of scene, both in the British scene and sort of the world scene in the lightweight division at the moment?
It's absolutely flying. There's a lot of competition out there. Devin Haney's obviously run the show at the minute. The lightweight scene, I think Lomachenko's going to come back here soon. He's a hard one to shut a door on, and I think you could see him back at the top of the front at some stage. His last fight, obviously, I've seen people saying his last fight he didn't look too good, but he had a bit of time out of the ring. I could see him taking over the lightweights again.
And obviously Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia look like they're going to get it on later in 2023. How do you see that fight going?
Do you know what? I can't see Gervonta Davis. He's a wrecking ball. I'll be honest. I don't know if the fight will happen. I know there's a lot of talk and a lot of hype about it, but I think that's just talk and hype. I can't see the fight actually happening. If it did happen, Gervonta Davis hard to look past. He's a wrecking ball. I think he would actually knock him out. Yeah.
And obviously, hopefully we get Fury against Usyk next year. How do you see that fight going?
Do you know what? Fury's just too big and too athletic for any of the guys, especially his size, his weight. All right, Usyk's a bit smaller. He moves about like a lightweight, but Tyson Fury, he's going to hit a lot harder. He's a lot bigger. He's awkward. I think Fury wins that fight.
And final question, I know obviously you're Northern Irish, but Eddie Hearn's been talking about Katie Taylor against Amanda Serrano rematch in the Republic of Ireland at Croke Park. Just talk to me about sort of what you think that would mean to sort of Irish boxing if that happened.
Well, do you know what? When was the last time there was a fight down in the south of Ireland? It's been Bernard Dunn days maybe, when there's been big boxing in down the south of Ireland. It'd be huge. It'd be a big stepping stone too, because obviously there's been no boxing at all. There's been the whole shenanigans of fights not being allowed to happen down there, so it'd be a big step forward in boxing for down south. And obviously the Irish boxers itself, there's a lot of talent in Dublin. And them guys, I'm sure they'd be choking to fight in their home soil. Like myself, they've all been fighting away, and I think it'll be huge for Ireland. Huge for Katie Taylor. I think they owe it to Katie Taylor for it to happen. She's been the head of not even women's boxing in general for years now, and she's been also fighting on the road. So I think it would be huge for boxing, for Dublin, and for Katie Taylor to get a fight at home.
Absolutely, James. Good to see you again, and hopefully, maybe one day we may see you back in the ring. Cheers, mate.
Thank you, buddy.